Dark times have descended on Azeroth. That's what I think should be there. Right away. Dark times have ascended on Azeroth. Nordrassil's destruction caused a worldwide earthquake that resulted in many civilizations and cities to fall. Civilizations? Wouldn't there be races? From the ashes of this catastrophic event has risen a new order of evil, led by the fallen druid. Fallen druid? Wouldn't it be Archsage? With the mission of subverting all of Azeroth to his indomitable will and obliterating those who opposed him. Wouldn't it be who oppose him? I'm sorry, I wanted to... correct me if I'm wrong, disagree, do whatever you will, but I think it should be formed a bit differently. 2 months later, somewhere in the Barrens, the last mortal forces of Azeroth braced themselves before an impending doom. Wouldn't it be in front of an impending doom? Or, you know... Okay, such is the description of Epilogue. Azeroth's fall. Who's that? I sense a change in the wind. Our time is nearly spent. I cannot believe we are to die like this, Nosdormu. Not after everything we have been through. There is no denying the truth anymore, Thrall. I too thought there was a chance to save this world. After witnessing my sister's deaths and the destruction of Nordrassil, I fled with the determination of stopping the fallen druid. Using my mastery over time, I recovered as many surviving forces as I could who would have otherwise perished in alternate timelines. It was with this army, Azeroth's mightiest force, that I hoped I would drive the fallen druid back. After countless battles and severe losses, I have come to the realization that the fallen druid cannot be stopped. He has become much too powerful, and every timeline I foresee always leads to the same outcome, one of death and the end of all things. I understand. I will attend to our forces and prepare them for the final battle.
Yo, Warchief, my boys and I were talking, and we were wondering when will we get our pay that is long overdue.
Not now, Gazlowe. The entire world is at stake here, and all you care about is gold at a time like this. Get back to work.
Well, we tried, boys.
The spirits remain silent around you, young Warchief. They sense your sorrow, your doubts. The druid's forces are nearly upon us, Cairn. I don't know how to feel knowing that we will not make it out of this alive. Our fate is inevitable, young one, but it is not of your doing. You have done all you can to protect the Horde, and my people and I will continue to stand by you until the very end. Thank you, Cairn. You have always been a good friend. The Dark One approaches us, Warchief. His corrupt forces have us completely surrounded. Then we shall be ready for them. Forces of Azeroth, our time is short. Our allies from all over the world have been destroyed. We are all that is left to stand against the darkness. Let us shine in our final moments, and meet the forces of darkness with all our strength and might. If we are to end this day, then let us do so with honor.
For Azeroth!
It has begun. Oh wait, he commands everything? What's with all the demons? Has he become master of the Burning Legion?
Destroy them!
What? You know, I thought it would be him and the Highborn, and perhaps the Treants. But never that it would be the demons. Like, hold on. Demons don't have regular blood. Demons seem to, following the case of Magtheridon, or example of Magtheridon, they don't seem to be that easy to mind control by drinking blood of someone else. The fuck? Like, I get that demons follow anyone who's powerful, but even still. How would Malfurion get in contact with them? Because you can't talk to an Infernal. You can't talk to a Fellhound. You can't... I suppose you can, but a Demoness wouldn't really want to talk. Just talk to you. A Doomguard... Maybe Doomguard would listen, but still, like... There's no one in command. How do you assume command over vast quantities of demons without anyone to spread the news that, hey, he's our master now, listen to him? The Treants, well, you know, sure. I saw no elves, though. I find that curious, you know, no Highborn. Because I thought I was fighting this whole time to then have just the forces that I acquire and the Highborn along the way. I mean, Highborn and the forces I acquire along the way. And in the end, it turned out to not be the case. No idea. I thought it would turn out differently than it did. Well, no, I expected this outcome, but I thought it would happen differently there. And that the aftermath of this would be different. Well, that's it for Malfurion's quest. The option B. I'm trying to think of like some witty reference that could be made, like some clever joke, or there's nothing coming onto my mind right now. So that's it. And if it depends on when and how will my studies go, because I have a test today, I have 2 tests tomorrow, 3 tests following next week, and then there's 2 more tests and an exam that I can afford to pass. I can afford to fail only one of them, because I failed at quite a lot of subjects last semester, previous semester, so depending on how that turns out, and depending on when Turnro and Co, you know, Turnro and Company, release the Sentinel storyline, depending on that will be, I mean, on that, the time when I'll play the Sentinel storyline will be depend. What fucking ever. You get what I mean, right? So, that's it, and I'll see you next time. And remember, you wanna... Actually, no, that's, I would have to talk about that in more of in a larger extent for that to make sense, instead of just as the end remark. I wanted to say, don't drink, don't smoke. There are better ways to relieve stress, but, you know, everyone is different. Some things work less, some things work more for relieving stress. depends on an individual, so yeah. Well, I just think that it's stupid to pay for destroying your own health. But what fucking ever. That's the end of the high. I can't really call it highborn now, can I? No, I can't. It's like the corrupted. I used to call it highborn back in the day when I first recorded this or first played through this. And do I still have the old version? Curse of the Forsaken. Destiny never dies. This is the folder of what I have after I copied the things from. I used to have an earlier version of Malfurion's Quest. I maybe still have it. I'll need to check the folder. But anyway, as said, that's all for now. I'll see you in, I don't know, Evil Resurgent, maybe Legends of Arcane. I don't know yet. For now, I need to pay attention to the studies. As much as I wish that weren't the case. Because I'm, for some reason, having trouble getting through the easier subjects. And no trouble... Well, no. I'm having an easier time in the more difficult subjects than the easier ones. Like... And there seems to be more of the easy ones, so it's like a nightmare for me currently. Enough. This was the end of Malfurion's Quest version 1.4b, and I'll see you next time, whenever that may be.